Previously on Power Reviews.
Same person, different worlds. Remember.
It's coming down the hall.
Wake me up!
You were sent by Hexagon to infiltrate Alphabet Soup, which crossed over into our world through an unstable interdimensional rift.
T-alpha and T-beta.
Wait, what's that sound?
A high-end military-grade EMP burst detonator.
I can talk and fight at the same time now. Time for you to meet...
Subject K.
Okay, fine, whatever. Wireless interdimensional interface.
Voice print acknowledged. Please submit query. Database. Ranger.
You can't stop it.
Who are you?
And now, Database Rangers Power Review.
Greetings, Ranger fans?
Salutations.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
And
welcome to Power Reviews. I did that right?
That was perfect.
This is ridiculous.
I'm telling you, this is going to work.
Yeah, dude,
Guy.
you should listen to her. She's a doctor. By the way, what's this thing on my head again?
The laser optic lineation cerebral array transceiver.
Did you intend for that to spell out lolcat, or is it just a coincidence?
Does this happen often?
Alright, everyone just focus. The laser optic lineation cerebral array transceiver has already mapped the database's baseline brainwave patterns, so all we need to do is reintroduce him to his previously established routine behavioral activity in order to reconstruct the neural pathways that were damaged by the trans-dimensional backlash. Understood?
Yes.
Nope.
Regardless, let's just try to get through this. Here.
Okay. Well, 50 episodes. Quite the significant achievement. And not at all a depressingly failed experiment in developing an emotionally healthy outlet for a clearly erratic, obsessive-compulsive recluse.
Don't forget delusional.
I think that's been largely disproven at this point.
Don't I get any say in this?
No! Just skip to the last card.
Okay. Let's see, Mechanical Abomination, Propaganda, Xylophonic Yodeling Zebras, here we go. Regardless, let us observe the penultimate chapter in this exceedingly lackluster saga with episode 19 of Power Rangers Megaforce,
The Messenger.
The Rangers are celebrating their recent defeat of Admiral Malcor with juice and confetti. Was he an important character?
Not really. They then recall their past triumphs over the forces of Creepox, Virox, Hisser, Biggs, and Bloofer.
Oh yeah, Bloofer.
Good to know he left such a big impression.
So, do any of these names ring a bell?
I'm not sure. Were they all major villains?
Not in the slightest. Virox and Hisser were only present in one episode apiece.
Huh. I wonder why they would bring them up then. Who wrote this episode? Mark Handler. Why does that name sound so familiar? Wait, play that again.
I didn't know Zords could turn into robots.
Okay, I'm good now. Who wrote this anyway? Mark Handler. Isn't that the same guy who wrote...
Are you some kind of superhero?
You, sir, have a definite future in trolling. Whoa! I remember being kind of insensitive.
Words hurt, you know. And so do kicks to the face.
This is for Robonite, without whom we couldn't have done it.
Except for the part where they did do it without him.
We're forgetting Metal Alice. We didn't destroy her.
Except for 2 episodes ago where you did destroy her, and even though she was immediately resurrected right after, you guys never saw that, and still have no confirmation that she's still out there, and why do I remember all this stuff better than I remember events in my own life?
Don't worry. It's perfectly natural for the memories most closely associated with your current activity to be the first to come back.
Also, I'm fairly certain you were like this before.
This is also true.
Oh. Hey look! A mysterious vision of a massive ranger battle to distract us from awkward topics.
Aren't you in the mood to party?
I'm not going to touch that one. Anywho, all self-reflection aside, it turns out they were right to worry about Metal Alice, who has gone hunting through the wreckage of the crash warship, and discovers that reports of Rock's demise were greatly exaggerated. I've always wanted to say that. I think I've always wanted to say that. Have I ever said that before?
Not that I recall.
Don't look at me, I don't watch this show. All I know is that the blue android is effecting repairs with a laser pointer, and that leads to the Rangers being called away from their party.
They encounter a battalion of loogies, adding further credence to their assumption that all conflict had been resolved, and providing the Megaforce Rangers ample opportunity to display their implausibly advanced acrobatic abilities.
Spiffy as this scene is, I do have to wonder where they picked up all those moves. I mean, it's not like you can just download that sort of thing right into someone's head, am I right?
Yes.
Before long, the Megaforce Rangers morph, and are joined by the droid Templar.
I thought his name was Robo Knight.
Yes, of course. My mistake.
Loogies endanger the Earth. They had to be neutralized.
I wasn't aware that this action required justification. Soon, the foot soldiers are defeated, and their commander is revealed to be Metal Alice, which I'm sure is a big surprise to everyone.
Indeed. She then proceeds to reintroduce her cybernetically reconstructed master, Vrock.
So he's a robot?
I am not a robot. I am Brock.
Poor guy, trying desperately to hold on to some sense of personal identity after learning that he is, what's the word?
I believe the most accurate term would be a synth-organic biomechanoid.
No, that's not it. I think he's more of a straight-up cyborg. Glad I'll never need to know what that feels like.
Let's just stay on topic. Metal Alice explains that although the alien prince's body was beyond salvage, his reportedly keen mind could still be saved.
His mind is still adjusting to its new configuration, and his memory has not fully returned.
Wait, why on earth would you be putting an amnesiac that fights without thought right back in the middle of battle? What?
Destroy! 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 Destroy!
Yep, that incredible mind is totally still intact. So, after Vrock knocks around the Rangers a bit, Troy decides to step up and go ultra, but still proves no match for the piston-powered prince until the others join the party with Robo Knight, managing to wound their opponent before being forcibly demorphed with a cyber blast.
It is here that Metal Alice re-enters the equation, presenting an implausibly oversized missile to buy time for her unintelligible master to effect an escape.
Why? Didn't the forcible demorph already provide them enough opportunity for retreat?
One would think so, but apparently not.
Either way, after the Rangers have had some time to remorph and do some serious hand-wringing, the Robo-villains finally decide to blast off and check out to take care of Vrock. Luckily, the team is able to hop on the magically expanding flying Robo Knight and deliver a Megaforce Blaster dynamic victory charge to take out the missile.
Back at their underwater laboratory, Metal Alice prepares to repair Vrock's damages, only to be interrupted by an envoy of the long-awaited alien armada.
I am here to confirm everything is ready for the prince's invasion.
Why does that voice sound unsettlingly familiar?
I don't know. A white, vaguely robotic warrior with red glowing eyes that acts as the physical representation of a threat that may very well spell the end of every Ranger that's ever existed? Where have we seen that before?
Let's move on.
I will destroy the Power Rangers before the Armada arrives.
After Metal Alice completes the repairs on Vrock, the envoy offers to join its allies in battle against the Megaforce Rangers.
Who's this guy?
I am a small preview of what's to come.
Subtle. Let's get this over with. They work to divide and conquer. Red Ranger against Envoy, Robo Knight against Metal Alice, remaining Rangers against Vrock.
Weird that they would need the most people to go up against the amnesiac.
Yes. Weird. Things are not going well for the Rangers, but once Vrock is damaged coming to the defense of Metal Alice, and Red Ranger manages to drive off the Envoy, the attacking forces effect a tactical retreat back to base.
Once there, Metal Alice again begins repairing Vrock, expressing gratitude for the earlier rescue, before sending him off to observe images of his past to reset his mind and restore his lost memories.
Now, if only that sort of thing actually worked.
Have you ever heard that patience is a virtue?
Haven't you ever heard of cutting your losses?
Haven't you guys ever heard of waiting until the show's over? I'd like to watch the end of the episode.
Sorry.
The Power Rangers are nothing more than insidious pests. It's time to exterminate them.
His memory now restored, Vrock decides that 2 morphed battles against the Rangers apparently isn't enough, and decides to squeeze in one more showdown in the nearby quarry. And after shrugging off the Rangers' power card attacks, swatting away Troy's fancy fencing, and blasting the Red Ranger with another cyber blast, the alien prince finally decides to...
I have decided to keep all of you alive, so you can witness the destruction
destruction of your beloved Earth. That anguish will finally snuff out your pathetic human spirit.
Seriously?
After all that talk of...
It's time to exterminate them.
And explicitly stating,
I will destroy the Power Rangers before the Armada arrives.
And even being told by Malcor,
You and I must complete this mission before the others arrive.
wait, that wasn't in this episode.
oh, must have been another memory. Nifty.
Well, I suppose another Power Rangers memory is better than walking away completely empty-handed.
Thanks to you, the Rangers no longer stand in the way of Earth's invasion.
Yes, they do.
I believe it is time to inform the Armada.
No, it's not.
The resistance has been defeated, and you are cleared for attack.
No, you aren't.
And that's the end of our episode. So, what did you think
of it?
Well, wait, why did I just do that thing with my hands?
Focus.
Oh, right. It was okay?
And?
I'm sorry, I've just never done this before. I mean, I guess I have, but, I mean, you know what I mean. Maybe you guys could help get me started?
What, you mean by pointing out how this episode repeatedly emphasizes the need to defeat the Megaforce Rangers before the arrival of the Armada, only for that goal to be completely abandoned at the last minute?
Or how Vrock's amnesia is the primary character arc taking place here, despite an inconsistent portrayal of his memory, and the fact that the ultimate resolution was so simple that they easily could have taken care of it without him ever having to step outside the base.
Yeah. Or how the opening sequence in their command center simultaneously recognizes and shows a startling lack of familiarity with their own continuity, just like in episode 1. Or how the episode is overcrowded by having 3 different more fight sequences without bothering to give the Rangers time for self-reflection, just like in episode 14.
Yes!
Exactly.
And it's not like this episode is all bad. We've got a nifty unmorphed Loogie battle, just like in episodes 1 and 9, and another peek at the upcoming Legend War, which looks to have been expanded since we last saw it in episodes 1, 4, and 9. Square numbers. Makes me wish that episode 16 was actually plot relevant. And although it's messily executed, Vrock's story of recovery does serve to further the development of his relationship with Metal Alice, who is finally provided with the opportunity to express her gratitude and undying loyalty for creation and subsequent resurrection in episodes 15 and 17. We also see hints of Vrock's reciprocated feelings as he comes to her defense, ironically accomplishing his first selfless act of the series after supposedly being stripped of all emotion. And lastly, the introduction of the nameless titular messenger provides us with a powerful and serious-minded new threat, which will hopefully set the tone for the Gokaiger-sourced villains set to arrive next year for Power Rangers Super Megaforce.
Super Megaforce.
Ignore him. Bring it on home.
Overall, we have a fairly decent villain-focused episode here, albeit one that is a little overpacked with battle footage and seems to have a bit of trouble keeping all its facts straight.
So, a suitable penultimate episode of the season.
Oh yeah, very representative of Megaforce as a whole.
Does that mean you remember everything?
Yep.
Excellent.
Well, everything about Power Rangers Megaforce.
I knew this wouldn't work.
Maybe if I adjusted the calibrations.
I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could remember you both. I really do. I just can't. But hey, maybe we could try again. I mean, that cliffhanger was pretty sweet, especially with that great shot from outer space.
Database. Ranger.
Whoa! What was that?
What happened?
Did you remember something?
Yeah. There's something you two aren't telling me.
What are you talking about?
I'm not just some normal guy, am I?
Database.
I'm sorry, I just need some air.
Wait!
Hi, Database. Hi, Guy. Hi, Mayo. Are you 3 having a costume party?
Yes.
No?
Okay.
We just wanted to.
Stop by and give you this.
You left it in our car.
And it found its way into our laundry basket.
Oh!
And this was in the pocket.
Wow, thanks, guys.
You're welcome. We look forward to
seeing you again.
Bye, everyone.
Who are those guys?
Mitch Morpotzner.
Mary Morpotzner. They're the Morpotzners.
Okay, I wonder what this is.
Looks like your manuscript.
I wrote a book?
Still looking for a publisher.
Huh. The mind-numbing overanalysis of children's television. Wow, that's a terrible title. And what better way to start off the new year than with some New Year's resolutions? I've got a list of my own right here. First up, I'd like to find a publisher. Next is make some new friends. Preferably ones whose existence is directly verifiable. Maybe get to know the neighbors better. Or maybe I'll get some new neighbors. Next up is getting some cardio. Maybe do a little running. That probably won't be until the summer, though. Number 4 is, be somebody's hero. I know it's sappy, but I remember. Guy. Kay. Mayo. I need to. Hi. I tried to call you.
I know. I got your voicemail and your note. Are they really back?
They were, but, we fought them off.
We?
Hello, Mayo.
Guy?
Yeah, he was actually a real big help.
Really?
It's fine, Mayo. Everything is okay.
Well, if everything is okay, then maybe I should just head home. Little Zagger is probably still scared silly.
Zagger?
My cat. He must have got out when they, and then, well, when I got back, I realized he was missing, so I went looking for him, and it's a long story.
I bet mine's longer.
Yeah, I bet it is. Look, database, about before.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you went through all that trouble to rescue me from that place, and then I freaked out because you're,
Are a synth-organic biomechanoid?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Did I forget to mention that?
You forget a lot of things.
This is true.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I didn't know.
How could you not know?
I'm apparently very good at not knowing things.
Really?
Oh, you would be surprised at the vast quantity of stuff I have no idea about.
You don't say.
And don't even get me started on the things I don't understand. I barely understand anything. I'm not even sure what's happening right now.
It's downright infectious.
But there is one thing I do know.
What's that?
That I don't want either of us to have to be scared anymore.
Me neither.
So, maybe you could just come inside and I could tell you what I know and you could tell me what you know and maybe we could figure this all out together?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, now, if we're going to be honest with each other, then first things first. There's someone I want you to meet. But I need you to promise not to freak out.
Okay.
Thanks. Mayo, I would like to introduce you to my oldest and closest friend, Dr. K.
Hello, Mayo. Hello, me. You. Doctor. Okay. Try not to freak out here. Take your time. Okay, still there. It's very nice to meet you. Oh, I don't think... I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's not what you think.
Indeed. You see, the last time that... The name of Belgium is that? Oh, no.
What's wrong?
It's just as I feared. With everything that's been going on, I had to temporarily shut down the long-range sensors or risk overloading the system again. They're only just now coming back online and...
And they found something?
Yes.
Well, what is it?
It's the end of the world.